All right, traders, it's Thursday, and that means Matt and JC are here with Empire Algorithmic Trading to bring you your daily dose of VWAP Vision Stock Talk.
Where the volume weighted average price helps us make sense of the market, Matt. So let's get to it. Time for a little stock talk.
Stock Talk! All right, dude, it's Thursday. It's towards the end of the week. Tell me, what happened today? What happened in the market?
It was a pretty exciting day, Matt. The S&P 500 finished up a little over 0.8% for a new high. So we're just going to move
All
the anchor
right.
right along there. So
Nice.
pretty nice look. Carried that momentum that we noticed on Monday, right? The momentum from the low, or Tuesday, I should say. Momentum from the low just carried right into yesterday, and then it just followed through into today. So nice 3 days,
Right.
strong 3 days. Nasdaq Composite, solid 1% gain, just under its all-time highs. 21,713 is its high. It's currently at 21,707. It's back, but it's most importantly, it's back above all its averages, including the volume weighted average price, which is the important one.
Yeah.
Small caps, nice strong rally. New high for the small caps for this rally. 236.22 is the old high, 236.59. So we moved the anchor along there. New anchor for the small caps as well as the mid caps. Nice strong new high for the mid caps after testing the 10 and the 20-day averages. Mid caps rallied up pretty good. The only downside to all this was there was slightly lower volume across the board on the general averages and on the smalls and the mids. Bonds, nice continuation. Tests of the breakout, strong recovery, new high for bonds after their recent breakout. So that just adds fuel to the fire. It was all pretty much, I think, it was pretty much buoyed by a kind of a weak labor report from
Yeah.
ADP, which kind of buoyed the expectation that the Fed's going to start easing credit. And whenever the Fed starts easing credit, equities tend to rally. So it's just kind of the backwards world of equities, but that's how it is. And then the VIX came down pretty good, as you would expect, with the indexes rallying as they did. VIX came back down about 15.3, which is pretty good. It's about expectation about 1% a day.
Absolutely. Nice to see those mids and smalls kind of rebounding and coming back up. That's always nice to see that type of support when we're looking at the general market trend. So that's it for the general market. The next section that we're going to talk about are the big movers. This section is brought to you by our Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading, where you can get access to our algorithmic daily buy and sell signals, our arrow reviews, where we talk about those stocks that we see just about to break out or just about to fail. And you also get access to some educational videos where Jason and I talk about how we use these strategies in our own personal trading. Again, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. Jace, who moved? Where'd they go?
Yeah, it was a pretty good day. There were a lot of continuation from recent breakouts. Credo, nice 7.4% pop on earnings. Pretty good look there. That stock just is not stopping.
Nice.
Amplitech Group, all up a solid 7.3%. It rebounded after shaking out, shook me out particularly 2 days after the first original buy price, recovered strong, and it's been up pretty nicely since, up 7.3%. And then PGY, that one after just kind of testing the breakout, didn't even really pierce it, didn't even really come close to closing at it. Found support of the 10-day moving average. It rallied up 5.3%. On the downside, we had some pretty recent winners. IREN up down
Wow.
7.3%, but it's still
Rough.
inside of Tuesday's range. So
Crazy.
pretty wild action from IREN, well above its 10-day moving average. Core Medics pretty much totally round tripped its nice breakout. It had
Huh.
a nice solid string, and then 3 hard days in a row brought that thing right back down to earth. And then B1 Medicines, after gapping up significantly, after pretty much looking like it was going to fail, it's pretty wild. I mean, it tends to gap
Yeah.
all over the place, but it gapped down 5.2%, but it's still holding above its 10-day moving average. So those are some of the more exciting moves. But other than that, it was a lot of continuations from recent breakouts. And then it's just your standards, some stops were hit and some profits were taken, and it's just an all around good day. I'm looking forward to seeing what the algorithm kicks out for buy signals, and I'm really looking forward to some football tonight too. So it's just an all around good Thursday.
What a wonderful Thursday. Start of football season. The stock market has a nice little pop. We're seeing some profit taking, like you said. Can't ask for much better than that. So,
That's right.
and can't ask for much better than having you guys here joining us. So, thank you so much for those listening on Spotify, those watching on YouTube. Please hit that like, subscribe button, and then go ahead, rate and review us. Help us kind of bump up in the ratings. It always helps. If you want to follow us on social media, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky X. Anywhere you digest your trading info, we are there. So, make sure to follow us there. If you want to know more about who we are and what we do, check out our website, VWAPvision.com. That's VWAPvision.com. And for all the good stuff, those daily buy and sell signals from our algorithm, just subscribe over at Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading, where you got access to those signals, access to the arrow reviews, access to all of that, plus our cool community of traders. Patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. And Jace, until arrow review, happy trading, buddy.
All right, man. Happy trade. We'll see you in just a little bit. See you, buddy.